Hi, everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for soccer doubleheader here on homecoming week. College of the Canyons women's soccer team taking on LA Valley College here in our first of a two-game set. I'm Matt Robinson. Glad to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, Lady Cougars coming in off of a 1-1 tie against Santa Barbara. They're unbeaten in their last two, trying to extend it to unbeaten in their last three here against an LA Valley team that's lost their last two. So the Lady Cougars on a little bit of a run after they had lost three in a row, trying to extend it out and get themselves a game above 500 right now, right at the 500 mark, 3-3-1 on the year. They are starting their conference season today against LA Valley. The Cougars just 1-2 here at home so far this year. As we said, unbeaten in their last two after they lost their previous three. They're getting lots of shots on goal right now, but they're just not able to find the back of the net as of late. They're 20th in the state in shots, but only 4 goals in their last 2 matches. They only had 5 over their first 5 matches of the season. That's a really different number than what we're used to from the Lady Cougars on the offensive side of the field. On the other side for LA Valley College, as we said, coming in having lost their last 2 and trying to turn things around for Melissa Fernandez here and keep their strong start to the season, or decent start to the season, I should say, alive, as they were 1-2-1 in their first 4 matches. They had a 2-0 win over Santa Ana on September 8th, but lost 3-2 to LA Harbor and 5-2 to Moorpark College. There's no score for Los Angeles City right now, so we don't know what the outcome of that game is. So they may be a game below 500. They may be 3 games below 500, or staying at 2. We're not quite sure, but they've lost their last 2 against outside of that unknown result. Struggling to score, only top 10 in the shots, or they're top 10 in the state in shots and shots per game, but only 13 goals so far this season. So a couple of teams today that have really struggled to find the back of the net at times. And so that kind of becomes the question for both teams here today, is who's going to be able to strike first, who's going to be able to find the back of the net when they have opportunities. As the starters for each side look like this for the visiting LA Valley Monarchs: Sarah Paul in goal. She started every game. She's the lone goalie on the roster. And Phoenix Becerra, Natalia Cruz, Ruby Dunmore, Kelly Ardiano, Andrea Martin, Karen Hernandez, Desiree Mong, Sivian Neer, Keely Torrance, and Mia Aguilar. For the College of the Canyons Cougars, Hazel Salcedo going to get the start in goal for Justin London's squad. Jessie Bonsness, Giselle Gomez, Alyssa Edwards, Natalia Zuluaga Ramirez, then Lizeth Gutierrez, Ryan Shepard, Felisa Marquez, Ashley Striegel, Laurel Durkin, and Vivian Martinez. I was just waiting on the center official to get us underway. As we go to work, COC will start with the ball to open things up in their blue uniforms, moving to our right here in the first half. For LA Valley in their all whites, moving to the left, and we'll have an early throw-in right off the hop as it goes out off of COC. As we said, the Cougars right now, 61 shots for this year, just 9 goals for. Their shooting percentage at just 14.8%, which is rather low for a COC squad on the women's side. 41 of those 61 shots have been on goal, which is 23rd in the state. They've generated 15 corners so far this year, which is also top 25 in the state of California. But again, it's just been a struggle for goals this year for College of the Canyons, with just 9 goals so far through their first 7 games. As they get an opportunity to go on the attack here, Striegel trying to run onto it. She's around one on the outside of the 18, flips it to the middle. A one-timer misses on another chance. One off, goes up over the net. So the first opportunity was Ryan Shepard. Then the ball bounced a little further along over to Alyssa Edwards, and she drove it well up over the net. A good look for COC early on, but unable to capitalize. So you like the start, you get going here early. A quick shot chance that just does not find the back. Just well too much on it. She needed to pull out the driver. Instead, she had the 9-iron and drove it a little bit high and wide. As the Cougars go right back on the attack, Shepard behind the defense has the goalie to beat. She shoots and scores! Ryan Shepard in the first, or in the second minute, actually, we should say, has the Cougars up 1-0.
Ryan Shepard.
So we talk about goals being at a premium. Ryan Shepard gets a takeaway, and the Cougars have a 1-0 lead. So for Shepard, her third of the season. She had a dazzler in our last home contest here. Spun through the defense in the middle and fired from the top of the 18 for a goal. This one, just a simple breakaway on a takeaway, and she fires it into the back of the net past the goaltender, Sarah Paul. As we said, Paul in her 8th start of the year out of Woodland Hills, California, El Camino High School. 17 goals allowed, a 2.43 goals against average with a .679 save percentage. Is just not had a ton of support on the offensive side or really the defensive side at times so far this year.
I'll try and slip it in. She says she's going to defend her title.
On the other side for COC, Hazel Salcedo getting the start, the sophomore out of Highland High School. Her 6th start of the year has given up 11 goals. The goals against average at .275 is just 1 and 3 on the year, but has an early 1-0 lead. So here comes Valley trying to get onto an attack. That one's offside, though, as Desiree Mong was too far ahead of the defense. As the Cougar defense pressing forward draws the offside. For Ryan Shepard, her 2nd straight game with a goal. She had a goal in the win against, or excuse me, her 2nd goal in the last 3, we should say. She had a goal in the win against San Bernardino Valley. As this one along the touchline, the Cougars go back to work on the offensive side. Striegel tries to cross it through the middle, defended away for a moment, and then a whistle down low. Foul going to be called against College of the Canyons as it was Edwards driving through. Canyons trying to work back ahead once again. So here's Edwards with the ball, defended by Dunmore, knocked out by Dunmore, so the Cougars will get a throw in here. 1-0 COC, goal in the 2nd minute by Ryan Shepard, her 3rd of the year. Canyons going to push it onto the outside. Here's Striegel. Just inside the 18, a right-footed strike, punched away by Paul. Bounces out, picked up by Zuluaga Ramirez. She plays it along the outside to Lizeth Gutierrez. Knocked off the ball, and it goes out off of Gutierrez, and it'll be a throw in here for LA Valley. The Monarchs trailing 1-0, as we said. Melissa Fernandez, the head coach. They're so far this year perfect on the road, a perfect 2-0. So those have been their positive results this year outside of a 1-1 tie against Golden West. Throw-in coming here for College of the Canyons. Thrown right into the middle of the box, takes a high bounce off the turf. Valley trying to clean it up, and they do for the moment. Ball loose, comes away. Edwards, right-footed strike, and Paul going to catch it diving to her left. So a good save for Sarah Paul as the Cougars have put on the pressure here early on, already won the 1-0 lead. Good first touch off the kick away by Canyon's back line, but Valley going to be able to pick up and take control. Cougars get a takeaway once again as Gomez flips it onto the far side. Flamenco running onto it. We'll play it off into the middle. Actually, was Edwards. Got it to Shepard. Shepard, the goal scorer, dumps it off. Was looking, had two Cougars cutting towards the net. One of them Striegel, the other one in Marquez, and just didn't have enough pace on it, and the Monarchs were able to cut it off. Here's Zuluaga Ramirez. Center back will play it ahead. She'll get it back from Edwards now. Tries to work it onto the far side on the outside. As running ahead was Lizeth Gutierrez on an overlap. Gutierrez down the left side. Cutting to the middle of the field. Has room. Top of the 6. Shoots and scores. Cuts it around the goaltender, and the Cougars have a 2-0 lead as Lizeth Gutierrez has her first of the year in the 8th minute.
12, Lizeth Gutierrez.
So Gutierrez with the goal. Her first of the year, played off nicely by Alyssa Edwards off to the outside. Gutierrez took it the rest of the way.
Zuluaga Ramirez.
Actually, excuse me, yeah, it was Zuluaga Ramirez. Either way, it was some good work down the side once she picked it up by Gutierrez, and she gives the Cougars a 2-0 lead here in just the 8th minute. Here's Ramirez for COC. Or excuse me, Martinez. Lost it, but some help from Gomez. Back in the middle, Zuluaga Ramirez plays it down the far side again. Gutierrez, good touch down the far touchline. Working 1v1. Now we'll bring it to the middle. Shepard dumps it right back to her on a one-touch. Gutierrez cuts it across, defended away. Right there to knock it away was Simeon Neer. And the Cougars will get a corner. Cougars, their 16th corner of the season, first here of the match. With a 2-0 lead. Canyons will go short here with it. This one popped towards the middle, and Paul coming out to make the play. Gather it with her hands and bounce it off the turf a couple of times and get ready to drive it away as everybody works back up the field towards midfield. Good boot by Paul. Takes a high bounce off the turf. Martinez and Mong going after it. It's forwarded by Mong. Picked up by Canyons. Played up the near touchline. Good let by Bonsness to get it ahead. As Marquez had it but lost it as she had it taken away from her by Becerra. And this will go out off of Canyons. And a throw coming for LA Valley from just in front of the table.
Where the referee is. Left a little farther if you need it.
Canyons gets a takeaway. Good ball ahead. Shepard trying to chase on. Paul had to come way out. Lost it. Shepard picks it up and has her second of the match on just a miscue from Paul. Trying to come out and play it away.
Goal, Ryan Shepard. The second of the match, and the Cougars lead 3-0.
So Shepard, her fourth of the year on a ball that was played ahead by the Canyons midfielders. And Sarah Paul coming out to try and cut her down, actually just gave it right back to her. And now we'll get substitutions from LA Valley here. There's Jennifer Riviera coming onto the field, along with Taylor Fuller, as they take Nur and Ardiano off. So 3-0 here early on. The scoring fast and furious so far for COC. As we mentioned in the open, they've had trouble scoring this year, but so far today, 3 goals in the first 15 minutes. As they get 2 from Ryan Shepard, 1 from Lizeth Gutierrez. And they're looking for more on the attack with Shepard down the far side. Tried to cut it off a defender. We'll draw a corner here.
Corner kick, College of the Canyons.
Shepard wanting to go fast, sets it up right away. And now I'm going to slow things down as she'll call COC ahead. It looks like it's going to be Zuluaga Ramirez to take it here.
Now in the game, replacing number 12, Kelly Ardiano.
Straight corner right into the middle of the 6-yard box, defended away, picked up by Gutierrez, drives it on, and she scores. Scratch that, it was Lizeth Gutierrez this time.
Goal number 12, Lizeth Gutierrez, her second of the day.
And so Gutierrez has her second.
4-0.
That one coming from about 20 out. Her second of the match, second of the season. And 4 goals in the first 14 minutes for COC. So here's COC back to work. This ball down the near touchline. Good ball by Striegel for Marquez. Marquez trying to cut back to the middle, but she's going to draw a corner as Becerra knocks it out. And the Cougars go right back on the attack with a 4-0 lead here. Already the most goals in a match this season for COC with 4 in just the first 15 minutes.
College of the Canyons.
Their best output so far in a single game were 3 against San Bernardino Valley and 3 in an opening season win against Ventura. But 4 here today in their Western State Conference South opener, and a 4-0 lead early on. Good step up by Bonsness on takeaway. Cuts it to the middle of the field, still working with it. Had it roll away from her. Alcala Lopez played it ahead, but it's going to go out off of LA Valley, and the Cougars will get a throw in. Quick throw pushed right back out by Valley, and we'll do it again from just a little further up the field if we can find a ball. Canyons back to work with the ball here. Here's Bonsness down the near touchline. Marquez trying to run onto it. Cougars have tried to set that up a couple of times today. Marquez not able to get cleanly around Becerra, who defends her well, but the Cougars get another corner here. Four to nothing lead here for COC, not even 20 minutes in.
College of the Canyons.
As we'll go back with Bonsness here on a corner off the near side. Little out turn missed by Striegel on the first opportunity. Taken by LA Valley, cleared but not far enough to alleviate the danger, and the Cougars will go back to work on the offensive side. Bonsness trying to cut to the middle, defended by Becerra. Tried to go between her feet. Now is going to be called for a foul as she trips her up. Kind of hooks the foot, and it'll be a free kick coming for Valley College. Here's Striegel. Got it to Gomez. Now Marquez. Trying to drive it on, knocked away. Picked up again. Gomez dancing around with it a little bit. Dropped it to Striegel. One touch to Zuluaga Ramirez. She'll play it along to the far side as the Cougars try and flip the field a little bit. So now they play possession a little bit further back. Martinez. Marquez, one touch to Striegel. Defended well. Plays it out to Bonsness. Back down to Striegel. Striegel trying to generate a corner, instead generates a throw-in. Deep inside the LA Valley section of the field. Bonsness flips it high into the air. Paul out to gather it. Got kind of bumped into by Edwards. But no harm, no foul. We continue on. Paul's been busy here early on. Cougars with a quick onslaught and a 4-0 lead. Punted high in the air by Paul. Touched by Hernandez, but not controlled. Picked up by LA Valley. Chipped ahead on a nice ball to Fuller. Trying to pop it off into the middle. The Cougars trying to defend. Now Fuller has it. Takes a left-footed shot that's going to be picked up by Salcedo. And she'll easily hold on to it and let everybody move back up the field. Valley trying to set something up. Unsuccessful on that go-around.
You play the first game, I play the second.
As we'll take a timeout for a water break here in the 22nd minute. That'll give us a chance to tell you a little bit about really important time. To social media with the hashtag. You can even personalize that hashtag just a touch with INEGU for Kalen. And for those who are in for who knows, maybe one day, thanks to this amazing organization, we'll get to see some of these amazing kids, even Kalen, the Navy and gold of the Cougars in the near future. So make sure you donate. Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. We want to help out. Such a good cause. So as we come out of the water break, which I was dumb and went to Jack in the Box. I should have done that. I don't know what I do.
Jack Soccer is?
No, I got a burger. Huh? No, I was just on the way here, and I didn't want to have to think about where I had to go, so it was the easiest place to go. I didn't want to wait in the In-N-Out line, because you know the Hamburger Hill In-N-Out line is ridiculous.
I thought the True Hamburger Hill.
Huh?
True Hamburger Hill's over here.
No, I went to the Hamburger Hill.
Yeah, okay, good. I thought you were talking about
No, the one off the 5 is Hamburger Hill. Where the Jack and the Wendy's and the In-N-Out.
Oh yeah, dude. At one point though.
So the Cougars go back to work on the offensive side here. It's Gomez into the middle. Paul coming out to gather it. She'll throw it ahead as LA Valley tries to work quickly. Aguilar had it for a moment. Now she'll run ahead with it. Zuluaga Ramirez right there with it, pokes it away. Aguilar picks it back up. Tried to play it down, and the Cougars cut it off. Durkin was there. Up the far touchline. Kept in play by Edwards, but driven back away by LA Valley as they get it back onto the Cougars side of midfield. There's Aguilar again. Got it over to Martin. Drives it towards the goal, and Salcedo nonchalantly catches it and drops it to the turf for a second before picking it up and rolling it ahead. Here's Martinez. Plays it back to Salcedo, who drives it onto the far touchline to Lizeth Gutierrez, who has a pair of goals today. Gutierrez and Shepard each with goals. The Cougars with 4 goals in the first 15 minutes of the match. Goals in the 2nd, 9th, 12th, and 14th minute. and they flip-flopped between Shepard and Gutierrez. It's a good ball played ahead. Bonzis trying to run onto it here. Let it go, but draws a throw in as Mong couldn't hold on to it. And we'll get substitutions for the first time today off the COC sideline. Make sure you follow COC Athletics for up-to-date scores and information on their website, cocathletics.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, College of the Canyons Athletics. Of course, Instagram, COC Athletics, and X, formerly known as Twitter, at COC Athletics. And of course, if you found us here, you know where the Cougar Sports Network is. This is where we host all the home matchups that we can broadcast. We'll have another one here this afternoon as the men's soccer team will be in action, taking on Pasadena City College in a final tune-up before their conference season starts here shortly. Tomorrow night we'll have some women's college volleyball on the Cougar Sports Network at 6 o'clock. And of course it's homecoming week, so Saturday at 5 o'clock start time, COC against Antelope Valley College in game number 2 of the National Division Northern League League season here from Cougar Stadium. Should be a fun one. Cougar football getting a little healthier each and every week. 2-2 now after a good win. As this one driven towards Paul, skips off her, rebound loose, and Paul going to have to dive onto it before Madeira could get there. So we're saying Cougar football getting a little healthier each week. Lost their first 2 matches, lost their first 2 games, we should say. We're in soccer mode saying matches. Lost their first 2 games, but have won back-to-back, beating Palomar here at home, Santa Barbara on the road. A chance to pick up another win against Antelope Valley this weekend. So we hope you join us for that one as this one goes out. It'll be an LA Valley throw in here. Jackie Zuniga into the game for LA Valley, taking over for Karen Hernandez. Soler Garcia both into the game for COC a few moments ago. So here's Madeira on a good first touch. Dropped it down to herself. Quezada will spin it back towards Salcedo. Played into the middle of Striegel. Good combination by COC to get back to Striegel off the foot of Garcia. Ahead to Shepard, clips it back into the middle to Zuluaga Ramirez, who couldn't quite run onto it. Valley will clear it back on the COC side of midfield. The Cougars will force a throw-in as they just pop it out of play. This ball popped back. Cougars trying to connect. Here's a chance for COC, and they find the back of the net once again. Kiana Madeira this time able to slide one home. It was kind of a broken play just in the middle of the field. Madeira with her first of the year in the 31st minute. Sorry, 32nd minute, we should say. Striegel gets the assist. So the Cougars with a 5-0 lead as they add another. Here's LA Valley trying to work on the attack. A shot driven up over the net off the far side. Good look that time for the Monarchs, just unable to find the net. As it was off the far side from Phoenix Becerra, who with 4 goals on the season for LA Valley is tied for the team leading goals along with Andrea Martin. So she's certainly a dangerous player on the offensive side. So it'll be a goal kick coming for COC here. A little over 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Or maybe just a touch more than that, as we did have the timeout.
Well, it depends. It's 30. It was what 31, or you credited it at 29:51. I had it on my thing, but I guess you stopped the clock, so that makes more sense. So I think the 29th minute.
My clock adds time for every goal.
Yeah. I think he has the 30. Go with that.
Was I supposed to stop the clock?
Here's Shepard. Drops it off.
No, because remember we played with FIFA rules, so we're off the official clock. And our clock is just a placeholder. It's not. It's not. It's not. NAIA stops the clocks for stuff like that, or for injuries, because they play a straight 45. Huh?
Never stop. Everywhere. Never stop.
Antelope Valley, they stop it. But it sucks because you're out there and the wind just blows you, blasts you in the face out there.
Especially on that stupid ass grass fields all the way in the back.
Well, no, but it's actually, so it's technically not legal size. It's like 5 yards short. It's like 5 yards short with those long grass.
Sorry, can you say that again?
So Sarah Allen in to take over for Ryan Shepard here. So the Cougars with goals in the 2nd, 8th, 11th, 13th, and 30th minute. Officially. As it was Shepard, Gutierrez, and then
In the game for
Madera.
the Cougars, number 17, Sarah Allen, replaces number 16, Ryan
Here's a
Shepard.
chance. Goes over to Allen, fresh into the game. She lost it. Now a chance on. Hits the top bar. Maybe deflected by Paul on a strike from Striegel. Now another shot finds the net, and the Cougars add another here.
Goal number 10, Natty Zulaga Ramirez.
As they'll give it to Zuluanga Ramirez. This one driven wide. So this one back towards Saucedo, who will drive it ahead. Cougars with a 5-0 advantage. Scratch that, a 6-0 advantage. As they have put up their best output of the season so far. Looked really good doing it.
Substitution for the Cougars, number 14, Kylie Storiker, now into the game, along with number 13, Victoria Martinez.
So a deep free kick coming here for LA Valley. Canyon's trying to go back to work right now on the offensive side. Striegel touches it off. Cougars are offside though. This ball touched off in the middle of the field. Cougars going to get takeaway. Allen got run into and knocked off the ball. Here's Becerra up the near side. Canyons will just run back onto it with Martinez. There's another chance right off, and the Cougars get another. Natalia Zuluaga Ramirez has her, or Striegel, excuse me, has the goal. Make it 7-0 COC.
Number 20, Ashley Striegel.
So for Striegel, her 4th of the year. There's another good ball ahead. Martinez saved by Paul, and she dives onto it. That will finish out the first half as the Cougars have a 7-0 lead. Halftime here from the Cougar soccer facility. College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this. Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big, two. Hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable. Always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training.
Rising up, bread's on the sheet. Did my time, took out my toppings. Went the distance, now my prep is complete. Just a limb and its will to thrive. It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice. Freshly sliced before your eyes, unlike our rivals. And then every last arriver gets a sub that excites. And it's all thanks to the well-trained arm of the slicer.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big, hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Welcome back to the Cougar soccer facilities. We get ready for second half action. COC and so here's LA Valley working on the attack, trying to find at least one. Ardiano trying to run onto it, couldn't get there. Cougars will take over as Martinez will pop it back to the middle. They do have a goaltending change. Annabella Gonzalez taking over in goal for COC. It's actually going to be a goal kick. The Cougars will play it in. This one popped wide.
It's all good. I was just making sure there was somebody back there. I was like, what happened? The camera was moving.
So here's Canyons with another opportunity on goal. Madera stopped. Cougars up 7-0. Canyons now working on another attack. A chance on, driven in. Sarah Allen down the far side, cuts it across the mouth of the goal, and drives it into the near side corner, make it 8-0. As Allen puts one on the board. For Allen, her first of the year, and the Cougars with an 8-0 lead.
Substitution for the Monarchs, number 24, Jennifer Rivera, now in the game.
Here goes COC once again, trying to work on an attack. Martinez trying to run onto it. Paul way out will drive it away. This one goes out off of LA Valley. It'll be a COC throwing off the far side. So the Cougars with 8 goals in the match have just controlled from start to finish. They got their first goal in the 2nd minute from Ryan Shepard. Ryan Shepard and Lizeth Gutierrez ping-ponged goals to make it 4-0 in the first 15 minutes, and the Cougars have just continued to add on from there. This one driven through the box. It bounces high in the air. Trying to get onto it was Soler, driven away by LA Valley and out of play. Canyons looking for more once again. This one popped into the box. Again, now LA Valley trying to work on the attack, but the Cougars able to knock it down in goal as Annabella Gonzalez will throw it ahead. Cougars trying to go back the other way quick here. Goes Canyons again on an attack. Martinez, her cross defended by Dunmore. Driven ahead by LA Valley. The Monarchs trying to work back on attack. Almost couldn't do much with it. Canyon's kind of getting everybody worked into the lineup here today in this 8-0 match. Good chance for Justin London to get everybody onto the field, get them all a chance to work. Is this one driven out? And it'll be a throw-in coming. Ball popped onto the near side. Edwards dumps it off. They'll pop it back to Edwards by Soler. Sorry, actually, excuse me, it was Soler from Soler, I should say. Now Martinez dropped it into the middle. Garcia on it first. Got it to Madera, dumped it off to Garcia, now over. Allen, a shot, she scores! Allen up over the top of the keeper on some good passing from COC. Make it 9-0 Cougars.
17, Sarah Allen, her second of the match.
For Allen, her second of the match.
That goal assisted by number 5, Alexa Garcia.
So Alexa Garcia had the assist. The Cougars just continue to add. 9-0 now. As outside of a couple of opportunities for LA Valley, really not much.
Kiana, get them. Or Viv. And then Kimberly, you check in.
Re-entering the game for the Monarchs, number 5, Mia Aguilar, along with number
We're going to throw in here for COC. Canyons trying to work on an attack here. Cougars down the far side, knocked out a play by Valley, so the Cougars will get a throw in here.
saw the wife there too. Yes, I think it's Toby, right? Okay, I'll give him a call.
There's a chance for LA Valley driven up and over. Cougars trying to work on their own attack off the miss. Soler back up the field at the top of the 18. Cuts it to the middle, but there's an offside flag on the far side. This one driven towards the goal and an easy stop. For Annabella Gonzalez.
The only chance to save your daughter's life will be over before it begins.
Happy to get how to use that. If you
Here's Flamenco now for COC. Got partially tripped up, but they'll play the advantage. Martinez back into the middle. Flamenco taken away.
Re-entering the game for LA Valley, number 11, Desiree Mong. And number 25, Litsi Yamas.
Canyons now looking on another one here. Allen out on the attack. Cuts it across. Soler couldn't get to it. Sent back over towards Allen. Couldn't handle it. Another whistle off the far side. Just kind of a little ping pong back and forward, but Canyons has really controlled throughout the match. Monarchs trying to find something. Had a couple opportunities here in this second half, but nothing very dangerous. As we'll get a stoppage for water break. Here's LA Valley back on the attack out of the timeout. Can't get a chance away as it goes out off the near side. The ball along the touchline, knocked out. It'll be Valley throw in here. And LA Valley will get a substitution in as well. Karen Hernandez coming back in.
Going out of the field for the Monarchs, number 14, Karen Hernandez.
Foul going to be called against COC here, so Valley going to get another opportunity on the attack. This one driven towards, ball popped out. It's a good little setup on a corner from LA Valley, but the Cougars able to defend it away. One off a body and out of play.
Re-entering the game for the Cougars, number 21, Laurel Durkin.
Laurel Durkin checking back in. Remember men's action here on the Cougar Sports Network right after this one. 6:30 start time. COC Pasadena City College. Cougar men trying to bounce back after a rough road trip up north. Went 1-2 on the road in a trip to Monterey Peninsula, Santa Rosa, and then Santa Barbara. A couple more games left before their Western State South Conference season begins. Cougars trying to control back on their own half. Couple of bodies bumping around. Flamenco, one of them there. The near side from Quesada. Hit it to Soler. Bumps it down. Trying to run onto it was Martinez, but offside on COC. Here's Vivian Soler. Touched it off to Madera. Plays it down. Martinez running onto it. Pretty good ball down the sideline. She'll touch it back off to Vivian Soler. Tried to play it down further, but it's knocked away. And back the other way on a counter is Desiree Mong here. Mong trying to cut to the middle with her left foot. Looking for help. Just drives it off to the far side. Nobody there but COC. As Kylie Storker coming back to cut it off. The Cougars will drive it out of play, so it'll be a throw in here for LA Valley. Just about 15 left here. So here's Martinez. Got knocked down, so CLC will get a free chance to drive this away. It's a 9-0 match. Most of the scoring coming in the first half, as it was Shepard in the 2nd minute, Gutierrez in the 8th, Shepard again in the 11th, Gutierrez in the 13th, Madera in the 30th, then Zuluaga Ramirez in the 34th, Striegel in the 42nd. So a 7-goal first half for COC, and then Sarah Allen with a pair of goals here in the second half in the 48th and the 53rd minute. Her first 2 of the season, so Cougars have generated 14 shots on goal, 15 shots total. As here's Allen looking for the hat trick, instead cuts it across a one-time on, knocked down by Paul. She makes a nice save. Rivera trying to play it ahead. Canyons gets a takeaway. Garcia took her time bringing it ahead. Cougars will control. They give it right back to LA Valley. Garcia trying to battle with Cruz de la Torre. Now Alcala Lopez with it. Plays it back towards Sarah Paul. Paul earlier came out to play a ball that was rolling towards her and gave it away to Ryan Shepard for her 2nd goal of the match. As we had a whistle, Jennifer Rivera was down. And it looks like LA Valley going to substitute for her here. Quesada will play it back to Annabella Gonzalez.
Missed about 11 minutes of the first half. I don't know. I don't have it on right now because I don't have that information available because I'm trying to minimize the CPU usage right now. Can I see on YouTube? Actually, I can probably tell you. I can tell you. 14.
Here's Soler trying to work down the near side. Wanted to play it to the middle, instead played it out.
Thank you. Absolutely. I appreciate you doing it so quickly. Hey, the way you guys have been playing, I take that. I'll switch with you. Oh, really? I mean, tough road trip, but all three hard teams. So, that's okay. That's all right.
Oh no, I don't care. I haven't been talking for 10 minutes, so you're probably right.
There you go. Good luck today, Coach.
This ball down the near side. Canyons will run over to it calmly as Sofia Soler will play it back to Annabella Gonzalez. Cougars have just calmly controlled the match. You can do that when you get 7 goals in the first half. Good work down low in their defensive corner that time to get a partial clear, but a turnover and a takeaway for LA Valley. Dunmore trying to work with it. Her shot blocked. Stepping up to block it was Flamenco. Now Garcia plays it over to Soler. Chips it onto the outside. Sofia now with it. Dropped it back to Quesada. Swings it further back to Laurel Durkin. The middle to Alexa Garcia. This Canyons just playing control in their defensive half. Flamenco on first touch. Got it to Allen. Sofia Soler calling on it for the near side. She'll get it off the foot of Allen. Dumps it down to Victoria Martinez. Martinez wanted to cut back, stepped on the ball, fell down. Looks like she's no worse for the wear as we go back the other way. Desiree Mong. Far side of the field. Valley tries to pop it towards goal. Annabella Gonzalez there. Gathers it up. Here's Vivian Soler. Got it back to Flamenco, over to Allen. Good touch that time by Karen Hernandez. Her and Natalia Cruz de la Torre both ping-ponging it around. Foul called against COC. Final few minutes of the match here. Barring a meltdown of absolutely epic proportions. This one pretty much over. Has been since about the 45-minute mark. A 7-0 COC lead in the first half. Here's Victoria Martinez, turns it back. Got it to Sofia Soler. She drives it down. Allen trying to run onto it, but it's just going to be too far ahead on the pace. Canyons just calmly controlling once again. Here's Sophia Soler. Back towards Natalie Casada. Wanted to go into the middle, taken away. Cruz de la Torre had it for a moment. Valley able to work it over to Mong. She tried to drive it on, but it was blocked, and then Sophia Soler will clear it back out towards midfield. Hernandez knocked it down, flipped it back. Alcala Lopez will drive it back towards the box. Knocked down by Durkin. Played out to the midfield stripe and beyond, where it's stopped by Alcala Lopez and played out off of Canyon. Substitutions gonna have to wait. Actually, it's off of LA Valley, so it'll be a COC throw-in here. That one bounced off the top of Nur, as Martinez was there. Here's Allen. Allen just trying to run right through the middle of the field. Knocked off the ball. They say play on. Allen was looking for the hat trick. One of a couple players with 2 goals today.
Messed up, but it's alright. They don't know that. At least the buzzer didn't go off. It's all hard to
You sold yourself down the river. Nobody knew. Nobody but you and I knew. I wasn't going to say anything.
Looks like an LA Valley player down with maybe a little bit of a cramp in the calf. Remember, men's action at 6:30. As Lamasan taking over for Ruby Dunmore. Valley going to get a corner here, trying to go quick. Trying to find at least 1 goal. Good punch out by Annabella Gonzalez that time, as it was bending near the near side corner. That'll be the final whistle of the match. The Cougars will take it 9-0. A solid performance from COC. They pick up the win. Men's action coming up next here on the Cougar Sports Network. We hope you join us for that one.
College of the Canyons is a 9-0